Hello, and thank you for your interest in this work. I'm Maddie Fowler from the Duke-Margolis Center for Health Policy, and my team and I evaluated states' current practice, gaps, and strategies to ensure access to Medicaid home and community-based services, or HCBS waivers for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities within and across states. This study was completed through collaboration between Duke-Margolis Center and Kanzler Collaborative Resources and funding by the North Carolina Council on Developmental Disabilities. HCBS waivers fund long-term services in the community versus institutions in compliance with the 1999 U.S. Supreme Court Olmstead versus LC decision. However, variability in waiver implementation across states complicates evaluating their effectiveness. These waivers have been shown to increase quality of life and address unmet needs of people with IDD. However, within North Carolina, only 22% of Medicaid beneficiaries with IDD or autism are enrolled in the IDD waiver, and the waiting list, called the Registry of Unmet Needs, can exceed 12 years. We have also found concerning inequities with Black, Hispanic, female, rural, and young subpopulations being less likely to receive the waiver. We interviewed 10 Developmental Disabilities Council directors and DHHS leaders representing 8 states, which are mapped on the bottom left of this poster. We analyzed qualitative interview data, including rapid data analysis methods for health services research and content analysis. In the center column, Table 1 shows that state waiver size and structure varies. While North Carolina has one IDD waiver serving 14,000 people, states on average have 3.6 waivers serving almost 20,000 people, while their waiting lists include an average of 27,000 people who wait for about 9.1 years. One exception, Wisconsin, has eliminated its waiting list, while Texas has 159,000 people on the waiting list and a wait time of 15 years. Some states construct waivers to cover services throughout one's lifespan, while others use separate child and adult waivers and some combination. Half of the states follow a first-come, first-serve approval process, while 3 are need-based and 1 prioritizes employment and crisis status first. A first-come, first-serve approach can exacerbate inequities, with the most well-informed and well-resourced families signing up first. For individuals who are waiting and are not on Medicaid, there are few options for supportive services. North Carolina and other states interviewed expressed concern about inequities in waiver distribution, but have not had resources to formally study this. It is concerning that many remain invisible to the waiver system because of a lack of awareness of the waiver. Medicaid agency transparency can contribute to that lack of awareness. Every director interviewed stated that it is not easy for families to sign up for the waiver. As one informant explained, it's like going into a room of curtains, and when one is pulled back, all you see is the next curtain. Most states refer to their waiting list by an alternative name because federal law technically prohibits the existence of a waiting list. Directors reflected that Medicaid agencies do not publish waiting list data, so families with social capital and political influence could often speed up their wait times, especially under a first-come, first-served model. Our informants reported additional unmet needs, including supported employment, low direct support professional wages, and a lack of self-determination and choice. Specific underserved subpopulations included rural, historically marginalized, LGBTQ+, children, transition age, aging, and dual diagnosed individuals. States have employed different strategies to address waiting lists and unmet needs, including a tiered waiver system and advocacy through cross-sector partnerships. However, most reported being dependent on legislative action to increase waiver slots. Future strategies suggested to improve the waiver included to increase the number of slots with sustainable funding, streamline the application process, enhance supported employment, and increase direct support professional wages. These findings prompt policy recommendations to shorten waiting lists and address waiver inequities. Investment in a centralized database to maintain accurate eligibility and demographic data would inform next steps and has already helped some states to shorten their waiting lists. Inequities may also be addressed by ensuring that all eligible individuals learn about and receive waiver services. Solutions might include a streamlined application system and more widespread efforts to educate and refer the public to the waiver. Perhaps most importantly, Sustainable state and federal appropriations are needed to increase the number of waiver slots and workforce infrastructure to meet the need. Without increased waiver capacity, a large proportion of the IDD population and their families will remain unsupported, and people with IDD will be at risk for unnecessary institutionalization. Thank you for your time.